Some things, they just are, and it doesn't require our belief. It doesn't matter if we believe in it or not, they just are. There's certain laws, energetic laws, that they just are. It's like if somebody doesn't believe in the law of karma. The law of karma doesn't care. Doesn't care. If you go out and you hurt people and do things, and just because the police don't catch you, do you think somehow that energy is not going to come back to you somehow? And it doesn't come back to you as a punishment, but it comes back to help us wake up to like what we're doing isn't in alignment, you can say, with our higher nature. And so then it's like, oh, we'll get the point then. Okay, how does that tie into this? We're talking about how sex is sacred and powerful. That's what I'm saying. Doesn't matter if I had a girl leave a comment once. I don't know. She's in her 20s. She says, "Grow up, dude. Tell me to grow up." I liked it. She says, "There's no real love or something." I don't know. I had compassion though when I heard that, because I know that state. Just means you haven't experienced it. That's all. But you will. You'll experience what an authentic relationship is once you become authentic in your own self. Then you'll attract that. Can't attract where we're not. Okay. So why is sex? When I'm saying sex is sacred and powerful, I'm not talking about one night stands and promiscuous sex and using each other as a masturbational instrument. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about real sex, authentic sex, where both beings, you feel a love for one another. And then you want to share that because it's in the nature of consciousness, which is what we all are. But while consciousness is to merge with itself, it wants to do that. But while we're in human form, it's like it looks like there's a me and then there's a you. But really it's just consciousness. But this consciousness, once it starts to taste itself and know itself and recognize itself, it wants to go deeper. It wants to merge more. That's natural. It's another law in life. Sex is the most deepest point you can meet on a physical level because you're literally inside of each other. So that's why it's sacred. There's an exchange of energy and hormones on the deepest level during sex. This is why you can feel attached afterwards. But I'm going to make another video on that. Something like why after sex it's all downhill. Not all the time, but Now women are even more. See, women, the female nature she's receptive by nature. Her nature is to receive and to surrender and to merge. It's her nature. God did it. She can't change it. Like God did it. Guy's nature is to penetrate, to give. So when a woman's having sex, let's say you got a sex addict guy, sex addict woman. Who's going to suffer more? The sex addict girl. Because she's receiving these impressions from this cocktail of different energies and guys. And so in already her psyche's a bit more sensitive, you can say, than a guy. I know from working with people like who've dealt with abuse and stuff. A guy, generally speaking, there's always exceptions, but a guy can generally bounce back from some abuse a little easier than a girl. Usually a girl ends up sexualizing that abuse and using that as a way to kind of manage unconsciously the feelings around the abuse, etc. But my point is, for a woman, sex is even more important. It's even a stronger effect. You ever notice, like, I was going to make a video on this too. It took me, I don't know, like, I always have known a girl enjoyed sex more than a guy because a girl's equipment is super complex down there. There's so many nerve endings and it's just so much going on. A guy's very simple, it's very simple. So a girl can really enjoy herself more. But leave me, do you know that? I want to know. I want to know. I want to put that question out there to the girls. Like, on a physical, stimulating level, do you realize that you guys enjoy the orgasm for a girl is just more intense and profound than for a guy? Now, I think I heard a girl, I don't remember who I told that to, but then she said, but no, but the guy, he really enjoys that he's satisfying me. And I'm like, yeah, but that's different. I'm talking about the actual orgasm itself. For a girl, it's just much deeper, you know. But yeah, let me know. Let me know. Do you disagree with that? That's cool too. But I wanted to get a consensus of that because I'm just interested, you know. So a girl is downloading the guy's karma, basically. She just receives everything. She's very open. Obviously, she has to open to receive. Well, you're not just receiving the penis, you're receiving like the energy also. And so you receive it more deep than what the guy receives when he has sex. He can just have sex and then go on and do it again and again. And if a girl does that, it's different. So for a woman, it's even more important to choose wisely. Choose your partners. Maybe that's also instinctively why a girl, generally speaking, can be more monogamous than a guy. It's not about like what's fair. Whoa, why does he get to go have all his sex? Okay, that's the new feminine movement. I'm gonna go have sex too and do what I want to do. Yeah, you can. You know, there's no judgment, but I'm just saying. How do you feel? Do you notice that kind of disturbs your emotional body and your psychology a little bit? Kind of, does it throw you off a little bit? It's just not in a woman's nature to do that. But if she does, but you see, life's complex because it's been so rooted in this human conditioning that guys are allowed to be promiscuous and girls can't. There's like space now to where it's like that balance gets addressed. So then girls have their time now of having casual sex. I understand, but it's not about what's fair and equal. It's about energetic consequences. This is what I'm pointing to. That's all like, you can have sex every day. I remember there was a video I saw a while ago. A girl was on Craigslist and she videoed all day. She left a video on all day. She'd had like 6 or 7 different guys come in. She was just working it, and just to show like, hey, I do what I want to do. I'm like, cool, do what you want to do. But those that really want to come into a sense of balance inside yourself, you're probably going to find that you don't want to do that. You don't want to be having a bunch of promiscuous sex because there's consequences. When we start to realize who our true nature, automatically we see the sacredness of sex, and you just don't waste it. You don't waste it. You just don't. It's not a decision. You're not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm not going to just be promiscuous because sex is sacred. No, it's automatic. You see directly what it is, And there's something super powerful when you're having sex and you're sharing and willingly giving a part of yourself up to be merged with this other person, and they're doing the same. It's got to be reciprocated, otherwise, it doesn't work. I remember years ago, I was in Thailand, and I'm like, I had learned about Tantra because I had an Indian teacher, a teacher when I was in India. He was my teacher, and he's a true tantric person, but he was doing it right. I wasn't. I said, well, I'm just going to go to these massage parlors and I'm going to make tantra with them. I'm going to do tantra and I'm going to take the energy. I'm going to, yeah, don't work. You have to there has to be some love between you two. And then sex can become super medicinal. It can become super healing. You're activating each other's energies inside and there's being circulated, and you're going to feel a nice sense of well-being and balance. I think we're getting into another subject though. Let me know if you want to hear more about those things. There's something special too about if two people have sex and neither one are focused on the orgasm. Throw the orgasm out, forget about it. Guy obviously has to forget about it, but if the girl also forgets about it, then what's left? Pure intimacy. There's no thought like, okay, I'm getting close. Okay, no, like that can be another distraction if we're talking about deep intimacy. You're just focused on each other, the energy circulating, etc. Yeah, try that. See if you like that. All right, I'm gonna make another video now on after sex. It's all downhill. All right, see you.